You can perform a skill perfectly, every step in order, textbook technique, and still fail it. Not because of what you did, because of what you did before you started. I'm Damon Davis, registered nurse, healthcare educator, founder of Kingdom Guardian. In my last video, I told you the 5 skills most CNA students fail, and I taught you how to finish a skill so you don't lose points at the end. Today I'm going the other direction. I'm going to show you what happens in the first 10 seconds of a skill, before your hands even touch the patient, because that's where a lot of students are already losing the skill and don't know it yet. Stay with me. This is the part nobody teaches. Quick reminder, because this builds on it. The 5 skills that fail most often on the CNA state test are hand hygiene, perineal care, range of motion, transfer from bed to chair, and vital signs, specifically manual blood pressure. I already told you why those 5 fail. Nerves, rushing, skipping the verbal steps, forgetting the ending. Here's what I didn't tell you. Almost every one of those failures actually starts in the setup, before the skill even begins. The evaluator is scoring you from the moment you walk toward that patient, not from the moment you start washing your hands or checking a pulse. If your setup is sloppy, you are already behind before you do a single correct step. So here's the framework. I call it the 3-point setup. Before you touch a patient for any skill, you check 3 things in this order. Point 1, privacy. Door closed, curtain pulled, patient covered appropriately. Not after you start, before. Point 2, safety. Bed at the right height for you to work. Wheels locked. Gate belt on if you're moving the patient. Call light within reach when you're done, but you check that it's available now so you're not scrambling for it later. Point 3, communication. This is the one I told you about last time. The scored verbal step almost nobody practices. Before you touch the patient, you say what you're about to do, out loud, every time. I'm going to help you turn onto your side now. Let me know if anything is uncomfortable. Privacy, safety, communication, in that order, every single time, before you do anything else. Say it with me. 3-point setup. This isn't extra work. It's usually 4 sentences in 15 seconds. But it's the difference between walking into a skill already on the evaluator's good side or walking in and hoping you remember everything on the fly. Let's make this real. 3 of the 5 failure points, and exactly where the 3-point setup saves you. Transfer from bed to chair. This one fails almost entirely on setup, not execution. Gate belt not on, wheels not locked, chair at the wrong angle. Students remember the transfer technique, they forget to set up for it. Run your 3-point setup before you move anyone. Privacy isn't usually the issue here, but safety absolutely is. Belt, brakes, angle, and communication means telling the patient the plan before you start pulling them upright. Do the setup first, and the transfer itself gets easy. Perineal care. This is the skill students already know how to do. They just get uncomfortable doing it with someone watching, and that discomfort makes them skip steps. The 3-point setup protects you here more than anywhere else. Privacy first, really close that curtain. This is scored. Communication is what keeps you steady. Narrating each step out loud gives your hands something to follow besides your nerves. Setup calms you down before the skill even starts. Vital signs, manual blood pressure. Students freeze here because they're listening for a sound while thinking about everything else. Your setup fixes half of this before you even put the cuff on. Patient positioned correctly, arms supported at heart level, and you've told them what you're doing, so they're relaxed instead of tense, which, by the way, actually affects the reading. A tense patient can throw off your numbers. Setup isn't just about points, it's about getting an accurate result. Same framework, every skill. Privacy, safety, communication, before you do anything else. If you want all 5 skills broken down this way, step by step, plus the full study guide for both the written exam and the skills test, I put it together in one place. It's $7, not $70, and is linked in the description. Grab it if you want the complete breakdown. Now let's finish this. Here's what I want you to stop doing immediately. Practicing the middle of a skill without practicing the setup. Most students rehearse the technique, the bath, the transfer, the blood pressure reading over and over. But they skip straight to doing the skill and never rehearse walking up to the patient, checking the room, and saying the opening line out loud. Then test day comes, adrenaline hits, and the part they never practiced is the part that falls apart first. Practice the whole skill, setup included, every single time you rehearse. Here's how this all fits together, because I've now given you the full picture across 2 videos. Setup, execute, close. 3-point setup gets you in clean, privacy, safety, communication, before you touch the patient. Then you perform the skill itself, the technique you already learned in your program. Then you close it out with the foot of the bed pause, that 15-second head-to-toe scan I taught you last time. And if the evaluator questions a step you already did right, you use the "Are you sure" strategy. State it once, clearly, and move on. Set up, execute, close. That's the whole skill, beginning to end. And now you have all three pieces. I've now walked you through the 5 skills that fail most, how to open a skill the right way, and how to close it out clean. That's not luck. That's a system. And it works whether it's your first attempt or your second. If you haven't grabbed it yet, go get the free guide, 4 things every CNA student must know before test day. It's got the 4-step framework for the written exam, the foot of the bed pause, the "Are you sure" strategy, and the 3-point setup you just learned. All 4 in one place, free. Go to damoncdavis.system.io/CNA-free-guide or click the link below this video. Download it. Read it before your next study session. If this video helped you, hit subscribe. There's more coming, and I want you walking into that test room ready. I'm Damon Davis. God bless you. Now go study.